Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. Today we explore the 7 levels of Jahannam or hell as described in the Holy Quran. May Allah SWT guide us and protect us from the torment of Jahannam. Ameen.
The first level of Jahannam, known simply as Jahannam, is reserved for sinful Muslims. Despite their belief in Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, their actions did not align with His commands. The heat in this level is the least among all the levels of hell, yet it is still a place of immense suffering. As the sinners enter through its gates, their faces will be burned, and the fire will consume their flesh.
Every time their flesh is burned away, Allah SWT will renew it, so the torment never ceases. This cycle of suffering serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of straying from the path of righteousness.
The mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is vast, but so is His justice. Jahannam serves as a testament to this balance, where sinners face the consequences of their actions.
Reflecting on the punishments of Jahannam should motivate us to seek forgiveness and strive for righteousness. We should be mindful of our actions and seek to live in accordance with the teachings of Islam. The fear of Jahannam should be a deterrent, guiding us towards a life of piety and devotion. Ultimately, Jahannam serves as a reminder of the consequences of our actions. May we all be guided to the straight path and avoid the torment of Jahannam.
The second level of Jahannam, known as Ladah, is for those who did not believe in Allah, SWT, and rejected the Prophet's PBOH messages. The punishment in Ladah is more severe than in Jahannam, reflecting the gravity of their disbelief. In Ladah, the fire will consume the flesh and organs both externally and internally.
The process of punishment in Ladah is relentless, creating a state of perpetual agony. This torment is a direct consequence of their refusal to accept Allah, SWT, and His messengers.
Ladah is not just a place of physical torment, but also mental and emotional anguish. The sinners will be fully aware of their rejection of the truth and the consequences it has brought upon them.
Reflecting on the torment of Ladah should motivate us to strengthen our faith and remain steadfast in our belief. We should strive to understand the messages of Allah, SWT, and live our lives in accordance with His teachings. The fear of Ladah should serve as a deterrent, guiding us towards a life of faith and devotion. Ultimately, Ladah serves as a reminder of the consequences of disbelief. It is a place of severe torment where sinners face the repercussions of their rejection of the truth. May we all be guided to the straight path and avoid the torment of Ladah.
The third level of Jahannam, known as Saqar, is for those who neglected their religious duties and rejected the Day of Judgment. The fire in Saqar will eat up the flesh, but will not consume the bones. Reasons include neglecting Salah, not offering food to the poor, engaging in vain talk and denying the Day of Judgment.
The punishment in Saqar reflects the gravity of these transgressions. The fire continually burns their flesh, leaving their bones exposed. Reflecting on Saqar should encourage us to strengthen our faith and remain steadfast, seek forgiveness and strive to live in accordance with Islam.
The fourth level of Jahannam, known as Al-Hutamah, lies below Saqar. The intensity of punishment in Al-Hutamah is greater, reflecting the severity of the sins committed by its inhabitants. The fire in Al-Hutamah is so fierce that it burns sinners to their bones and emblazes their heart and inner organs.
The severity of this torment is a direct consequence of their grievous sins. In Al-Hutamah, the sinners' cries and wails will be incessant. They will weep to the point where their tear glands dry out and their tears turn into blood.
The punishments in Al-Hutamah are a reminder of the severe consequences of straying from the path of righteousness. The fire that consumes their entire body serves as a constant reminder of their transgressions.
Reflecting on the torment of Al-Hutamah should motivate us to seek forgiveness and strive for righteousness. We should be mindful of our actions and seek to live in accordance with the teachings of Islam. The fear of Al-Hutamah should serve as a deterrent, guiding us towards a life of piety and devotion. Ultimately, Al-Hutamah serves as a reminder of the severe consequences of our actions. May we all be guided to the straight path and avoid the torment of Al-Hutamah. Chapter 5. Jaheem. The fifth level of Jahannam, known as Jaheem, lies below Al-Hutamah. This level is described as a massive piece of coal, burning with an intense and unrelenting fire. The punishments in Jaheem are designed for those who did not give correct belief to Allah, SWT, declined to give the correct rights to the creations, and did not encourage feeding the poor. The sinners in Jaheem will be thrown into this blazing fire, experiencing unimaginable pain and suffering. The intensity of the fire will consume their entire being, leaving them in a state of perpetual torment. The severity of this punishment reflects the gravity of their transgressions and the importance of living a life of righteousness. The mental and emotional anguish is as severe as the physical torment, creating a state of complete despair. Reflecting on the torment of Jaheem should encourage us to strengthen our faith and remain steadfast in our belief. We should seek forgiveness for our shortcomings and strive to live in accordance with the teachings of Islam. The fear of Jaheem should serve as a deterrent, guiding us towards the life of piety and devotion. Ultimately, Jaheem serves as a reminder of the severe consequences of our actions. May we all be guided to the straight path and avoid the torment of Jaheem. Chapter 6. Saeer. The sixth level of Jahannam, known as Saeer, is situated below Jaheem. This level has been kindling since it was created, and the intensity of its fire is unimaginable. Saeer consists of 300 castles, each containing 300 huts, each hut having 300 rooms, and each room holding 300 different types of penalties. The pain and suffering in Saeer are beyond comprehension. The punishments in Saeer are designed to be diverse and excruciating. The sinners will face various forms of torment, including being stung by scorpions and snakes, bound by chains and ropes, and subjected to countless other forms of agony. The severity of these punishments reflects the gravity of their sins and the importance of living a life of righteousness. Reflecting on the torment of Saeer should motivate us to seek forgiveness and strive for righteousness. We should be mindful of our actions and seek to live in accordance with the teachings of Islam. The fear of Saeer should serve as a deterrent, guiding us towards a life of piety and devotion. Ultimately, Saeer serves as a reminder of the severe consequences of our actions. May we all be guided to the straight path and avoid the torment of Saeer.
Chapter 7. Al-Hawwiyah. The seventh and final level of Jahannam, known as Al-Hawwiyah, is the most severe and terrifying of all. This level is reserved for the worst of sinners, including backbiters and non-believers. The punishment in Al-Hawwiyah is eternal, and no sinner will be released from this level. Al-Hawwiyah is characterized by its pitch darkness, adding to the sense of despair and hopelessness. The sinners in this level will be crushed under mountains, lying on their faces. Their hands will be bound to their necks, and their necks to their legs, creating a state of complete helplessness and agony.
The intensity of this torment is unimaginable, leaving the sinners in a state of perpetual suffering. The fire in Al-Hawwiyah is described as kindled, embracing the sinners as a mother embraces her child. This fire will consume their entire being, leaving them in a state of unending pain and suffering. Reflecting on the torment of Al-Hawwiyah should motivate us to seek forgiveness and strive for righteousness. Ultimately, Al-Hawwiyah serves as a reminder of the severe consequences of our actions. May we all be guided to the straight path and avoid the torment of Al-Hawwiyah. Dear brothers and sisters, as we conclude our deep dive into the 7 levels of Jahannam, let us take a moment to reflect on the gravity of the consequences of our actions. Each level of Jahannam serves as a stark reminder of the importance of living a life of righteousness and adhering to the teachings of Islam. May Allah SWT protect us from the torment of Jahannam and guide us to the straight path. Let us seek His forgiveness and strive to live a life of righteousness and devotion.